Ring a last time, an army full of zombies. Any heck, they all wake up.
Hi, in this video I'm going to be talking about zuzzy miniatures, battle mats or tabletop surfaces. They come in a range of sizes. This one's a sampler. They are rubber latex moulded, so you get a very detailed surface which takes paint very well. And although I was a bit suspect about painting something which is ultimately very flexible, I'll go on to show that actually it holds the paint very well. So if we look at this in more detail now, so here we have the battle mat in detail, or gaming mat as they call it. This version is the sulphur fields, although there's all sorts available, even streets and cobblestones, so anything to suit what you're after. This one's obviously got kind of lava flows and rocks and slate, and is very detailed and will take paint very well, as I'll show you in a minute. It's single-sided. It is latex, so some people need to obviously be careful with that. And yeah, I mean, it's surprisingly flexible. I mean, it does kind of stick to itself, but it comes supplied with like a felt covering which you just roll all up together, and that keeps it safe. So this is the full-size mat, painted, and what I've done is, to take advantage of the actual mat itself, I've airbrushed it, two colours, and I just used some airbrush acrylics, so that kind of gives you this very kind of soft shading, and then just with a very broad brush used an acrylic to dry brush over the top, and it just picks out this detail. I mean, I think the one thing I would say is, you know, it's taken both these paints really well. Maybe the dry brush has come off a little bit where it's been rolled and unrolled a little bit, but nothing much at all, and it doesn't seem to get any chipping, bashing from models or dice, and actually being a bit flexible does help with it. So no, I think it's a great product. It looks fantastic, and in the next clip I'll show you what it looks like with some buildings on. So one of the advantages is that as we're spraying the mat, we can keep that same tub of paint, tin of paint, and use it for when we come to our terrain pieces. So when you come to things like craters here, which again have been airbrushed, dry brushed, similar colours, had a little bit of dip to this one, they really do kind of drop in and sit down really nicely with it. And again, even this one that's just had a simple airbrush and no dry brush yet on here, really just kind of fits in and doesn't look like it's popping out of the terrain. And again, with some simple airbrushing along the bottoms of buildings to make them look dusty and part of it, we can really make the terrain look integrated.